Wake up, Mam Fam, we're rope dropping Disney California Adventure. Good morning, Mam Fam. I am at the Disneyland Resort in California. We're bringing the rope drop series coast to coast, and today I rope dropped Disney California Adventure. Now, rope drop is when you get to the park prior to it opening to take advantage of lower crowds and lower wait times. It's a great way to knock out a couple heavy hitters, but you need to have a strategy involved, so let's roll the tape backwards to see how this morning went. Captain's log, 7:44 a.m., leaving the hotel. You'd think cutting it pretty close for 8 a.m. rope drop. And normally I'd agree with you, but I'm staying at the Grand Californian, which literally has an entrance into Disney California Adventure. It's gonna take like 45 seconds to get there, which is my dream as not a morning person. So, big thank you to our friends at BRS Vacations for booking this room for us and hosting this stay. I was very stressed with all the travel we have coming up, and I reached out to them and asked if they could help with some of the hotels, and they booked me here at the Grand Californian, which is one of the Disney-owned hotels. And look, literally, we're gonna go outside and turn right here, and there's security and directly into the park. So if you are also overwhelmed with any of your planning trips, make sure you reach out to them, because they can help you plan Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise, non-Disney cruises. Literally, security's right here. I'm not gonna show you security, but I'll get back with you on the other side. Boom, just like that. Moments after starting this video, we are already through security inside a park. And one of my favorite things about staying at Disneyland is like, there's my hotel and I'm in a park. That doesn't happen at Walt Disney World. If you book any of the Disneyland hotels, you are incredibly, incredibly close to the parks, and it makes rope dropping as non-morning girly much easier. I'm spoiled staying at the Grand Californian. Headed into the park. Now, when coming into Disney California Adventure, there is one place most people go to rope drop, and that's Cars Land. And I get it. People want to get on Radiator Springs Racers. That's the most popular ride in this park, and it's the fancy ride, which means if you want to skip the line over there, you're gonna pay extra. I am headed to what's maybe second or third most popular choice for rope drop, which is Avengers Campus. Now, there's two banger attractions in Avengers Campus: Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout and Web Slingers, the Spider-Man adventure, and both of those are on Genie Plus. So here's why I prefer to go Avengers Campus route versus Cars route. One, Cars Land is the most crowded, so you have to get there much earlier than I did today to get at the front of the line to actually make that rope drop worth it. Two, I prefer to ride Radiator Springs Racers in the evening time because that ride is even better at night, so I would rather buy the fancy ride or use single rider after dark. Three, once you get in the park in Disneyland, you can purchase Genie Plus. Most tickets don't have the option to purchase it in advance, and you don't have to wait till midnight and things like that like Disney World. It's a lot easier to use Genie Plus here. We've done a whole video on how easy it is to use Genie Plus over here. But once I get inside the parks and I'm buying Genie Plus, I'm gonna start booking at Disneyland and stacking over there. I'm gonna book Space Mountain, I'm gonna book Indiana Jones Adventure, I'm gonna book Matterhorn, Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, like the popular rides over there. I'm gonna start stacking so that when I'm ready to hop, I can pop over there. So if I can knock out two of the most popular rides in Disney California Adventure before it gets too late without Genie Plus, I'm doing pretty good. I should note that if you are staying at one of the Disneyland hotels, which is the Grand Californian, the Disneyland Hotel, or Pixar Place, you do get early park admission on select days. It's only for 30 minutes and it flip-flops which park it's at. I'm not doing that today. So this is just what regular rope drop looks like. Early park admission was over at Disneyland today. So if you want to see that in future videos, definitely let us know. Also, we haven't done a full breakdown of Grand Californian yet. We've gotten full videos on Disneyland Hotel as well as Pixar Place, so you can check those out if you want to see those hotels. But if you want to see full Grand Californian video, let me know. We're off. They played a nice little message about Walt Disney coming to California. Now you can have a California adventure just like Walt did. And then they said, hey, don't run. And you know what? No one is, and it's really nice. So you don't need to run. Don't break the rules, because cool kids follow the rules. That's what I always say. Some people seem to be rope dropping Monsters, Inc., which I find a bold choice. Made it into Avengers Campus, and first stop, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. This is my favorite ride in this park. You can probably tell that it used to be Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, but they retrofitted it to fit the Marvel theme, and I love it. I actually like it more than Tower of Terror, hot take. It's got a 40-inch height requirement, and it has the same mechanism as Tower of Terror, but it's more fun, because you are gonna help the Guardians escape the Collector. Rocket is there, shenanigans ensue, and much like Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind in Walt Disney World, you never know what song you're gonna get, and I have been fingers crossing and toes crossing for the Jackson 5 the last like 5 times I've ridden it, and I haven't gotten it, so maybe today's the day. All right, I'm in the queue. It has a posted wait of 30 minutes. I'm gonna clock that and see what it actually is. Even if it's a full 30, I think that's pretty good to get on one of the most popular rides in the park. And I'm actually very excited to walk through the standby queue right now because I'm a lightning lane brat that hates waiting in line. And normally when I'm here, since I don't get to come here often, I'm Maya and Jeannie every day and trying to get on as many things as possible. But there's way better Easter eggs on the other side of the queue. If you're not familiar with the story of Mission Breakout, the Collector, aka Benicio del Toro, has captured the Guardians and he's put them on display in his exhibit, in his collection. And when you walk through the queue, you're not only gonna see the Guardians, but you're also gonna see a bunch of other things. And if you're a Marvel fan, an MCU fan, you're gonna recognize a lot of the stuff he has in his collection. That must be where Rocket escaped out of. I've never noticed that. You can see the hole, and then you can see his little red paw prints walking. And on the sign outside, you can see the paw prints as well. And later in the queue area, before you load, you can actually see his little paw prints and the can of paint he knocked over to make them. This is cool too. I've never heard this. They're playing some of the Collector's audio collectibles, and he's played Lincoln talking. And I believe that to be a nod to the fact that Abraham Lincoln was Walt Disney's favorite president, and also Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, which is the first human audio animatronics from the Disney company, which is really cool. Okay, now we're inside. And there's so many cute things, especially the Goodest Boy. This is what I mean when I say cute things, obviously. Just kidding, it's this guy right here. Hey, Cosmo. You've got Kree artifacts over here. You've got an Ultron right here. Warlock's Eye. Dark Elf stuff from Thor 2. Ooh, that's definitely Dr. Strange. I'd like to hang this painting in my home.
Ouch! Ow! That was not part of the plan! The name's Rocket, one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. The smart one. Oh. And I'm gonna take this.
In and out of the pre-show in about 11 minutes. Now, technically Disney stops the clock at the pre-show because at that point your attraction experience has begun. But I'm gonna keep the clock rolling to see how long it takes to actually get in the ride vehicle. Also, a fun Marvel fact not a lot of people know is that the Collector's actually a Disney adult, because that right there is the original Yeti from the Matterhorn attraction. He also has Figment in a cage in the queue, so confirmed Disney adult.
Scan complete. You may now enter the gantry lift.
That ride bangs every time, and guess what? I got Jackson 5. That's my favorite song to get. I was boarding into the elevator at 16 minutes, so half the posted wait time to even get on the ride, less than that to get into the pre-show. A perfect way to start the day, and now look, it's even less crowded because the big group's already come and gone, so definitely a good one to rope drop. Now we're gonna have some more Avengers fun. The other thing I found in the morning, besides being able to jump on the attractions pretty quickly, is sometimes there's more characters out in the morning. So we're gonna keep our eyes open. Hello, Hope and Scott.
Hello.
Hello, you're in there.
Are we big or are we small?
You're pretty big.
Okay.
Yeah,
What about now?
bigger somehow. Can you tell me about this?
Sure. Big.
Well, it's a tiny theme park. You guys might be a little too tall to go in this.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Is that Heimlich's choo-choo train?
Well,
It
it's
is.
kind of, we don't really know Heimlich, but it looks
Okay.
like a little choo-choo train, yeah.
Yeah, he's a caterpillar.
Oh,
Yes.
that makes sense.
He's
Yes.
just kind of like an ant.
we don't usually work with caterpillars, but
No,
I'd
are
be
they too
down.
slow?
I mean, they
kinda
just
slow.
eat everything.
Oh,
you
sure.
know.
They're
So-
really technically baby butterflies, so like,
That's
it's
true.
like dealing with a baby.
Oh, it's just like dealing with a baby. I think this ride, yeah, it used to be run by an ant named Flick. Do you know him?
I mean, no, I don't.
No, but
I've named some of the ants Flick.
oh, okay. Got distracted on my way to Web Slingers because saw Scott and Hope, aka Ant-Man and the Wasp, and they had the tiny Bugs Land, which is so cute. This land, Avengers Campus, used to be a Bugs Land, and they have a tiny model of it, and it's got little moving models of all the different attractions and stuff. It's adorable and such a fun Easter egg. Now headed into Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure. This is a family ride, no height requirement, and it allows you to slang webs like Spider-Man after his experiment. The spider bots get a little out of control. It's a pretty popular attraction, usually gets a long line, and it's got a 20-minute posted wait right now. which is perfect for the rope drop. This one's on Genie Plus, so it's a good use of a lightning lane. So is Guardians, but like I said, it's so easy to park hop here at Disneyland that I like starting my day in one park and booking in the other one. Let's also take a look at the posted wait times in the park. Let's see, lots of shows. Most things are at 5 minutes. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout is at 20 right now. The non-Genie Plus rides in Cars Land, 15 and 10. That's Luigi's Rollick and Roadsters and Mater's. Those are good choice in the morning too because they don't take Genie Plus and they will get like 30, 40, 60 minutes. Radiator Springs Racer, 60-minute wait. Soarin', 15. Saw some people rope dropping that this morning. Toy Story Mania, 20. Web Slingers, 20. So being here early in the morning definitely can help knock out a bunch of these popular attractions. And it's a weekend, by the way. 18 minutes on the clock, and I'm about to be loaded into the pre-show, so it looks like that 20-minute posted wait was right on the money. I love Avengers Campus so much because there's so many Easter eggs and details. Like, look at this helmet. It's got the gamma rays on it, and also you've got the Mary Janes on the skateboard. So many good Easter eggs. I did a whole video on secrets and details in this park if you want to check out more of that stuff.
So, I'm Peter Parker, and here at Web we got access to some pretty awesome tech, like vibranium from Wakanda, or this crazy alien juice stuff. We have pin particles and Stark Tech. Spider-Man!
As you may have noticed, the spider bots are locked in that awesome self-replication mode. Somehow, perhaps I'll call the Avengers?
Don't worry, everyone. I got this. Okay, everybody, open house is canceled.
All right, ready to slang some webs, but I noticed another good Easter egg. Not only is there a can of Pingo Doce on the workbench in there, which is the soda as seen in The Incredible Hulk, everyone's favorite Marvel movie, and that's what the game gets to the whole, but you remember, I've only watched it once, but Pingo Doce is a soda you can actually buy in Avengers Campus at Pym Test Kitchen, but I'd noticed that before. I'd never noticed there's a Bountiful Valley juice box on the workbench as well. Bountiful Valley was the original land here. So when this park opened in 2001, it was themed to all different places in California, and there wasn't a ton of IP. It was more like you could go to wine country, and you could go to San Francisco, and you could go to a farm, because farming's important in California. And that didn't last long, because in 2002, that's when Bugs Land took over. But there's a Bountiful Valley juice box on the desk, which is cool that we've now found an Easter egg to both of the former inhabitants of this land today.
Arms free and legs inside the transport door. Please check your license.
Such a fun ride. I love that you can ride it over and over again and try and hit new things or improve your score. I adore that attraction. Now, we are going to leave Avengers Campus because I'm hungry. And while they do serve breakfast at Pym Test Kitchen, they've got like Cinnapim toast and like an eggs and bacon dish and really good nitro cold brew. There is a breakfast item that Alan and I had on a trip not too long ago, and I've been thinking about it ever since. I've been dreaming about it. So I really hope they still have it. Now, where we're headed is a very unassuming cart. Just right here at the entrance of Pixar Pier. It's called the Cappuccino Cart, and it's a Joffrey's cart. And yes, they do have mobile order, but I didn't see the food item listed on mobile order. I did see it listed on the menu though. So fingers crossed, because I think it's one of those like first come, first served dishes. Fingers crossed they have it. Okay, I have good news and I have bad news. The bad news, they are out of cold brew. I did get a nice coffee, but you know, I wanted a nitro cold brew. Or perhaps a shaky Jamaica if they had it. But the good news, the best news, the greatest news of all time, they had the steak and egg burrito. It's only at this one cart. It's only until 11 a.m. or supplies lasting, so it can sell out. And it is a delicious flour tortilla with steak and eggs and chimichurri sauce and cheese. Cheers. It is so good. It is so filling. The chimichurri is bright and fresh, a little bit of heat. Not too much, but it's definitely lets you know it's there. Nice creamy eggs, and then you've got this well-cooked steak. Like, it makes me mad that this exists at a coffee cart in Disneyland when food in Disney World exists. This is better than any quick service breakfast I've ever had in Disney World. A sleeper hit. Not a lot of people know it's here, but it may not be available on mobile order, and it's only available till 11 or supplies lasting. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's got a look. Oh my gosh, delicious. And we're washing it down with a nice coffee. Truly a wonderful morning, but it's not over yet. We're gonna see a few more things before the morning is officially over. The Amazing Spider-Man. This is a must-see if you're a Disney California Adventure. I don't care if you don't know who Spider-Man is or don't care about the Marvel comics. Just come see the show. It's like 4 minutes long max, and you just want to see Spider-Man fly. I promise.
Hey everyone, it's good to see you. Hi, welcome to Avengers Campus. Watch this. What? Jared, did you get that?
I got the data.
Okay, crash test. Check.
I am just jaw on the floor every time I see Amazing Spider-Man. Like, that's a robot. And what? Now, the park is definitely picking up. Wait times are getting longer. Incredicoaster, 60 minutes. Guardians is 60 minutes. Radiator Springs Racers is 75. But it's about 10 o'clock. And the other two Cars rides that I mentioned earlier, Mater's Junkyard Jamboree and Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters, still have pretty low waits. So gonna take advantage of at least one of those. Because again, no Genie Plus there. And they're both cute, but not, in my opinion, worth the like 45-minute wait that they'll get to on average. Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters has a 32-inch height requirement, and you're gonna head into the Casa del Tires with Luigi, and you're gonna ride these cute little cars that have different motions and different songs. So there's actually a couple different versions of the ride, and the cars are gonna dance. It's just a really sweet, kind of fun filler attraction that fits very well in the adorably themed Cars land. Especially if you've got kids that love cars, this is a really good one. I actually love all the rides in this land, and I love all the theming, and I've said it every time, but I for a franchise, I do not love the movies. They nailed it with the land. I just think that ride is so cute. I end up giggling the whole time. It's also a little unique. I love that it's got the trackless technology. There isn't anything like this in Walt Disney World, so happy to take advantage of that low wait time as an end of our rope drop video. At this point, it's about 10:30 in the morning. The park's been officially open for 2.5 hours, so the rope drop time frame is definitely close, but even for being a weekend, it's not too busy. With the exception of your most popular rides in the park, there's still plenty of things that have 15-minute waits or less. Still Luigi's Rockin' Roadsters, Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, Journey of the Little Mermaid, Jesse's Critter Carousel, Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind. All those kind of filler rides still have pretty short waits. Now your heavy hitters, Guardians has a 15-minute wait, Spider-Man has a 45-minute wait, Radiator Springs Racers had a 75-minute wait, and Incredicoaster has a 70-minute wait. Soarin' and Toy Story Mania have lengthy waits as well. So at this point, if you did want to hit those heavy hitter attractions and not wait in the standby line, do note that both Radiator Springs Racers and Incredicoaster have single rider if you're okay splitting up from your party. Also, at this point, I've been stacking lightning lanes in Disneyland for the mid-afternoon, but one of the best things about Disneyland, in my opinion, is how close everything is. You can literally park hop within 90 seconds, so Genie Plus is a lot easier to use. So after I knock out a couple heavy hitters there on Genie Plus, I would start booking some of those heavy hitters back over here and come over here in the evening, because this park is especially beautiful at night, especially this land we're standing in. But hopefully this video was helpful in letting you know my personal way of attack to rope drop Disney California Adventure. Let me know what other parks you want to see. We've still got Disneyland on the table. We could do Universal Hollywood. Let me know all that down in the comments. We've got this video for all 4 Walt Disney World parks. And in the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe, follow us on social media. And until next time, friends, I'm Molly, and it's been magical. There's Mater. Bye, Mater.
Hey, yo.